Masonic signs, tokens and passwords. Explained. Recapping an article from MasonicFind.com.
Welcome to the Old-Fashioned Masonic Podcast, where we talk all things Freemasons, while drinking an old-fashioned. If you're not already a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button now. Platforms other than YouTube tend to block some of our content. Subscribe now to get up-to-date videos and shorts as they release. Now, enjoy this episode.
On this episode of Masonic Education Monday, one category of the secrets that we as Freemasons are obligated to keep are our modes of recognition. These were traditionally used to verify whether a stranger from another land was a Mason or not. So what are these modes of recognition for Freemasons? Without revealing them, I will explain the nature of these and how they are used. Due guards. In his Encyclopedia of Freemasonry, Dr. Albert Mackey gives a brief explanation of the due guard. A mode of recognition which derives its name from its object, which is to duly guard the person using it in reference to his obligations, and the penalty for their violation. In some of the old rituals of the date 1757, the expression is used, but only as referring to what is now called the sign. Each degree has a due guard that accompanies a sign. A sign is a physical gesture. Some Masons believe that these are universal and, in most cases, they are correct. Each degree has at least one sign. Tokens. Tokens are not unique to Freemasonry. A token is literally a physical manifestation of identity and/or of authority. For example, a driver's license issued in the United States of America fills both of these roles. It is a government identification card and it shows that its owner is authorized to operate automobiles. In Masonry, a physical gesture done by two people composes a token. The purpose of this token is to allow both Masons to identify themselves to each other as such. Each degree also has at least one token. Passwords. Let's again refer to Mackey's encyclopedia. A word intended, like the military countersign, to prove the friendly nature of him who gives it, and as a test of his right to pass or be admitted into a certain place. When a token is being exchanged between two Masons, they have speaking parts that go along with it. A portion of it is the password. However, one does not simply say the password. After all, what if the person whom you are proving yourself to is not a Mason? Instead, you give a portion of the password in a certain order and so does he. That way, even if someone has blurted the password to him before, he will not know how to convey it to you correctly unless he has been taught it by a Mason. History. Operative stonemasons built cathedrals, castles, and other grand buildings. After finishing one grand project, Masons would then travel to other lands, oftentimes foreign ones, in search of work. Most people, including most stonemasons, were illiterate during those times. How, then, to prove that they were apprentices, journeymen, or masters of stonemasonry, and therefore be paid accordingly, without the use of written credentials? For this reason, a system of signs, tokens, and passwords were developed. These became the credentials that stonemasons would use to prove their proficiency in their profession. These were also to be kept secret. Otherwise, someone who was not proficient in masonry could have used these modes of recognition to steal money from the craftsmen. Tradition. In commemoration of our ancient operative brethren, we speculative Masons continue to use such modes of recognition today. These we also keep secret, not just for commemoration, but also to ensure that we do not accidentally let any non-Masons or regular Masons into our private lodge meetings, which does, unfortunately, happen on occasion. Are these enough? Though these modes of recognition may have worked well in medieval times among operative Masons, the secrets of speculative Masonry have been exposed since the 1720s. Unfortunately, these secrets have been obscured by lies, gossip, and rumor that surround the craft. For this reason, a Mason who is traveling to foreign jurisdictions should have a letter of good standing from his secretary and/or Grand Lodge secretary. This will help to better secure our lodges against those who try to fake their way inside and against those who do not belong to recognized Grand Lodge jurisdictions. Worshipful Masters and Past Masters. Some regular Grand Lodge jurisdictions have a sign, token, and password that is specifically for Worshipful Masters and Past Masters. Some do not. As you can see, this tradition regarding a portion of the secrets of Freemasonry have a long history, spanning back to before history records the first speculative Masonic Lodge meeting. What did you think of this episodes of the Masonic Education Monday? Did we explain why Freemasons have certain modes? It's not so scary now, is it? Please don't forget to give us a comment about this episode and subscribe if have not already. The Old-Fashioned Masonic Podcast, where real Masons talk about Freemasonry.